Zdravo and welcome to epizoda 4. Sem Polona and you're listening to my podcast Se Vidimo. In the previous episodes, we covered the basics: greetings, introductions, and simple questions. Today, we are going to talk about verbs, or glagoli, as we say in Slovene. Let's start with one of the most important verbs in any language, the verb to be, biti. If you already know some basic Slovene questions, you actually know part of this verb already. But first, let's take a quick look at how Slovene verbs are formed. Almost every verb in Slovene has its infinitive form, ending in ti, ti. There are a few exceptions ending in chi, chi. Each verb also changes according to 3 persons and 3 numbers: singular ednina, dual dvojina, and plural množina. Alright, let's see what the verb to be looks like in the present tense along with personal pronouns. Singular ednina. Jaz sem, I am. Ti si, you are. On, ona je, she, he is. Dual, dvojina. Midva sva, us two are. Vidva sta, you two are. Ona dva sta, they two are. Plural, množina. Mi smo, we are. Vi ste, you are. Oni so, they are. You already know some of these forms. Sem, from sentences like sem Polona, sem učiteljica, stara sem. That's first person singular. Si appears in informal questions. Od kod si, koliko si star, kaj si po poklicu. Ste, used in formal questions. Od kod ste, koliko ste stari, kaj ste po poklicu. Je, used in answers like moja telefonska številka je, moj email je, moj naslov je. See, you already know half of the verb to be in Slovene. Now, what about negation? It's quite simple. Once you know the affirmative form, you just add ni in front. It's written together. The only exception is in the third person singular, which is just ni by itself. Let's see. Singular ednina. Jaz nisem, I'm not. Ti nisi, you're not. On, ona ni, she, he is not. Dual, dvojina. Midva nisva, us two aren't. Vidva nista, you two aren't. Ona dva nista, they two aren't. And plural, množina. Mi nismo, we aren't. Vi niste, you aren't. Oni niso, they aren't. Now let's look at other verbs in the present tense. We have regular ones, which means they follow a pattern. For example, the verb govoriti, to speak. You've already used it in the question katere jezike govoriš? What languages do you speak? The infinitive is govoriti. To find the base, remove the ti. You get govori. Then add the endings for each person. Jaz govorim, ending m. Ti govoriš, ending š. On, ona govori, no ending. Midva govoriva, ending va. Vidva govorita, ending ta. Onadva govorita, ending ta again. Mi govorimo, ending mo. Vi govorite, ending te. Oni govorijo, ending jo. Here are a few more regular verbs with first person singular. Delati, delam, to work. Kuhati, kuham, to cook. Poslušati, poslušam, to listen. Tuširati se, tuširam se, to shower. That last one is reflexive. Notice the word se. It always stays with the verb, but it doesn't change. Jaz se tuširam, I shower. Ti se tuširaš, you shower. On, ona se tušira, he, she showers. Midva se tuširava, us two shower. Vidva se tuširata, you two shower. Onadva se tuširata, they two shower. Mi se tuširamo, we shower. Vi se tuširate, you shower. Oni se tuširajo, they shower. Negating regular verbs is easy too. Just add ne in front. For example, ne govorim francosko. I don't speak French. On my Instagram, I'll post a list of regular and irregular verbs that are useful for beginners along with their first person forms. Now let's talk about irregular verbs. The main difference is that you can't always know the base from the infinitive, so you have to learn the first person singular form. For example, pisati, pišem, to write. You already know this one from kako se pišeš, what's your surname. Let's see how you conjugate it. Jaz pišem. Ti pišeš. On, ona piše. Midva piševa. Vidva pišeta. Onadva pišeta. Mi pišemo. Vi pišete. Oni pišejo. Here are a few more irregular verbs with first person singular. Brati, berem, to read. Priti, pridem, to come. Spati, spim, to sleep. Piti, pijem, to drink. Plesati, plešem, to dance. Imeti, imam, to have. Also, irregular verbs negate with the word ne, same as regular ones. But the verb imeti has a slightly different negation. It's similar to negation of the verb biti. Instead of ne imam, Slovene combines it into one word. Jaz nimam. Ti nimaš. On, ona nima. Midva nimava. Vidva nimata. Onadva nimata. Mi nimamo. Vi nimate. Oni nimajo. And finally, a couple of a bit special verbs. Iti, to go, and jesti to eat. Let's see the verb to go, iti. Jaz grem. Ti greš. On, ona gre. Midva greva. Vidva gresta. Onadva gresta. Mi gremo. Vi greste. Oni grejo. Notice the extra S sound in some forms. Gresta, greste. You'll see the same thing with the verb jesti, to eat. Jaz jem. Ti ješ. On, ona je. Midva jeva. Vidva jesta. Onadva jesta. Mi jemo. Vi jeste. Oni jejo. Fun fact. The third person singular of the verb jesti, to eat, je, is written the same as in the verb biti, to be. But don't worry, the meaning is always clear from context. If you want to remember it easily, in biti, je is serious one. On je, he is. In jesti, je is happy one. On je, he eats. Now let's conjugate one verb together. That will be gledati, to watch or to look at. Let's start with first person singular. I'll give you a couple of seconds before each form so you have enough time to recall the correct one. Jaz gledam. Ti gledaš. On, ona gleda. Midva gledava. Vidva gledata. Onadva gledata. Mi gledamo. Vi gledate. And the last one, oni gledajo. Okay, that's all for today's episode of Se vidimo. We explored Slovene verbs. If you'd like to practice more, head over to my Instagram, where I'll share today's examples and a list of useful verbs. Thank you for tuning in hvala lepa in se vidimo!